Hey guys, here today with the 2023 Toyota Prius Prime, and I wanted to make a follow-up video to is the Prius Prime worth your money? Is it worth it? Part 2. One of the things I wanted to mention in my earlier video is you have to have access to be able to charge the car conveniently from home. So what I would recommend, if you're considering purchasing a Prius Prime, make sure you have a charging outlet in your home that you can use on a daily basis. Additionally, it doesn't have to be a 220 power outlet. That's certainly convenient. It will allow you to charge the car in about 4 to 5 hours, but you can do it on a standard 110 power outlet. The charging cable that comes with the car is basically designed for a 110 power outlet, but it has to be a dedicated 15 amp circuit. So make sure that you have a dedicated outlet for charging the car for safety. So you can charge it. It takes about 8 to 9 hours for a full charge if the car is completely depleted. And I actually do it. I've been doing it pretty much just about every day after I come home. Coming home in the afternoon, charge the car. It will probably be fully charged by 3 or 4 in the morning, and I'm ready to go. So definitely a consideration if you are looking at purchasing a car. Make sure, some folks live, depending on where they live or depending on the setup in their garage or house, they don't have a charging outlet. So that's a factor. Perhaps you may have a charging outlet at work. That's also convenient. The other key, as I said, if your commute is fairly short, if you're like a 5 to 10 mile round trip, or I'm sorry, each way to a 20 mile commute, you might be better off with the earlier Prius Prime. Basically, that got like 25 miles of EV range. The newer Prius, as I had mentioned, is like 39 to 44. The SE trim, which I have here, is 44 miles. But again, if you're also in very cold climates, the EV range is definitely going to be a lot lower, and you're probably not going to get anywhere near that capacity. The ideal operating or best EV performance I've gotten is when the temperature is between 50 and 75 degrees. I would say that's where you're probably going to get the peak EV usage. Also, it depends on if you're running the heater. Another thing I wanted to show you guys, right now the car is on full EV mode. You see the little car icon on the right here. That means it's in pure EV mode. When you kick up the AC or the heat, so right now what I'll do is, just to show you guys a little test, I'm going to kick up the heat super high in the fan. I'm going to kick up the fan up, and check it out. Right away it went off, and you see that EV mode, the hybrid engine kicked in, and now the car is running off the hybrid engine. So let me put this back down, and I'll turn that off. And again, it won't kick off right away. So when you're driving, just beware, even if you start off in EV mode, the car will, the hybrid engine will kick on occasion. So you have on the newer Prius Prime, you have Android Studio, Android, and you have CarPlay. So the earlier versions, I think, only had CarPlay. So that's another factor. I'll show you, I'll walk around, I'll show you guys the quick style. As you can see the trim, back seats. The back seat is pretty tight, so if you're fairly tall, excuse my cleaning stuff. But yeah, it's pretty tight in the back. You do have cup holders and 2 USB-C charging ports back there that are lit up, and there's a power outlet next to that. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's probably a little hard with the light. There you go. You can see that. So come to the back. Trunk. And this little thing comes right out and folds up, so I get out of your way. So yeah, definitely a stylish car. So guys, I will say the other thing that I really enjoyed driving the car is the pickup. Definitely so much better than the older Priuses. You have a 220 horsepower engine, so you definitely get much better performance. Again, it's not a sports car, but it'll definitely get out of its own way if you're on the highway. So I would say, is it worth the money? Though, like I said, those factors you have to really weigh in. The ability to charge conveniently from home. Again, I found that I don't have to visit the gas station twice a week as I used to with my older car, and I can basically drive. If I'm doing long trips, I'm pretty much able to go. I think I did a 600-mile trip on a full tank, on one tank of gas, all the way down to the Carolinas. So it's definitely, like I said, it has it's a very efficient car. So guys, hopefully this is helpful in making your decision, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.